Hello, my name is Einecath, and welcome to Einecath Part 9. This is going to go over the number system in terms of the cardinal numbers, not the ordinals. That is going to be a subject of another episode. To begin, one small spelling change. N is still N. The voiced velar nasal consonant is going to be spelt NG because that just makes for more consistency, especially since it is at the beginning of the eclipsis of words starting with G in their radical form. So that just makes it easier to write and also to easier to spell and easier to transcribe. But this is still going to stay the same. So in and ing still are going to be spelt like this, but in just ends in n, and then ing ends in ng. And then stuff like ing with this or in with this, these are not possible. Anyway, in terms of the actual number system, Einecath numbers are in base 8, which means it goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then what would be 8, but is written with a 1 in the tens place with quotation marks around it, meaning that for every one of these there are 8 ones, and then however many in the ones place. So it goes 0, which is Stolf, and then Nar, Move, Pi, So, Lu, Asath, Ti, and then Kron. And then this would be 10 in English, but since this is in Einecath, since it's in base 8, this actually translates to 8 in English, so 8 things. Then Dung in for meaning 11, but this is 9. I'm just going to go over through this list. These are how they are written, however. So notice the spelling change with dung. It would be spelled D-U-N, as opposed to D-U-N-G typically. Then I'll just go down the list. So bin is what would be, all these are what would be in English. Bin is 10, and then mara pi, 11, mara so, mara lu, mara sath, mara ti, mara ubuv, and then this is 20, but this is really just 2 times 8 in Einecath, because it's 2 in the 8th place. So 2 times 8, 16. So uguv, then uguv dung, uguv bin, uguv pi, all the way up to 3 in the 8th place. Then piguv, then piguv dung, and then saguv, then luguv, and then sathaguv, tiguv, and then krogov, which is 100, although this means 8 in the 8th place, which would be 1 in the 8 times 8, 64th place, so this really means 64 in English. And then krogov, and then for the separation, there is 1 comma between every 2 digits. So krogov, then mu krogov, and then that goes up until 600, which is asa krogov, and then same for 700. That's all regular. And then for 1000 or 10, then the other separation, full set, mu mal krogov, then mu mal krogov for 2000, pi mal krogov for 3000, then and so on. So orav, and then orav for what would be 1 million because of the separation. This is, however, due to its really 10,000, and then also in base 8. So oragov, morav, right? No, orav, not oragov. Orav, morav, porav, sorav, lorav, asorav, tirav, kron orav, once it rolls over to the next place, kron morav, kron porav, and so on. Then with another rollover to the next separation, orivi, morivi, kron orivi, kron morivi. Notice how you just put kron in front of it, just to put the extra base 10, or not base 10, base 8 multiplier. So just another 0 at the beginning, kron morivi, then utach, then and then all of the modifications as up there, then otoshos, and then counting the amount of sections, 5 groupings or sections. So once we count by the amount of those form the groups adar, then egash, and then itonom, and then notice how I put 10 here, it means 8 because this is in base 8. And then for the simple notation, just separate, once you get to 8, so 8 groupings, then you separate it by by those 2 commas. So this, and then the next 8, at least 8. Or if then, just separated